Hello, how are you? Welcome to Chateau Equinox. I just got to work and I've just been full of gratitude and just humbleness this morning. And I said I need to go live and talk about this. Just just full of happiness, full of joy, full of gratitude. I guess the best way to say it is how my grandmama used to say it, ooh, child, I'm furrow. I'm just so full. Furrow, not full, furrow. I'm furrow. I'm just full on the goodness of the Lord. But I wanted to come on and kind of tell you something. This is a bit of a different never again. I've always wanted to be in the entertainment industry. I've always wanted to be an actress. I didn't know I was funny. That part of it didn't come till later, realizing, I could do comedy and writing. I love entertaining people. There's something about applause. It's addictive, okay? So that's always, since I was little, I've always wanted to go. I knew my purpose was to get into acting or to entertain. But right out of high school, I got a scholarship to go to college. And so, it was like, okay, you need to make sure that you have a degree. So if something happens, you can rely on this degree. Okay, so what? What's 4 years, right? I can put off my dream for 4 years and focus on school and get that done and make my parents happy, and then I can take off and do what I want to do. So I went off to college at the University of Tennessee at Chattanooga, and my first year, I was a good girl. I was a good girl. I did everything I was supposed to do. I made honor roll. I received several recognitions for my academic achievements, okay? No judgment, family. Don't no judgment. But my second year, I got myself involved in a love triangle with two men. And some of you may have heard me talk about this, but I was in a love triangle with Jack Daniels and Jose Cuervo. Come on, somebody. And I don't even like animals, really. I'm not a pet person, but I had a pet back then too, Gray Goose. All right, come on, somebody. Those were my people. And I was still a good girl. I was just good at what I did. And what I did was party. I party. The party didn't start until I got there, okay? So needless to say, I lost my way, I lost my mind, and I lost my scholarship. All right? So I made up in my mind that I was just going to take one class at a time until I finished school. Even if that meant, it was going to take me a minute. Because in my mind, I know this is going to take 4 years. But, okay, if I have to add one more semester so that I can get this all done, so what? I'm still out in a decent amount of time, okay? So I took one class at a time, paying for it myself. And of course, you don't think about it, but that takes longer. And I did that until a job came open in the admissions office at UTC as a student worker. So I was taking 2 classes and working as a student worker. And then I got a job as the front desk person, which meant I got to go to school for free. All right, so now we're on year number 5, maybe. And I'm trying to finish this degree, and I'm working at the front desk and taking a few classes at a time because it's free. All right. Needless to say, life started to happen. It took me 8 years, the number of completion, to finish my degree. And in that time, I moved from working the front desk to being a recruiter to a coordinator to now assistant director, which cracks me up that I'm assistant director in an office helping students get in to a school that I almost flunked out of, okay? But life just kept happening. I got married, I had a kid, But it was like, I couldn't get it together. And I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed because it took me 8 years to graduate. I was embarrassed because, I'm going to be very honest with you all, my GPA was, low, like swing low. I graduated with whatever was the bare minimum to graduate with. Like if you needed a 2.0, I graduated with a 2.00001. Do you understand? Because I partied, and it's hard. Your GPA falls, and it takes a lot to get back up. Okay. So it took a lot. So I was embarrassed about my GPA. I was embarrassed it took me 8 years. But I still had this dream. I was going to be famous. So it didn't matter because I'm going into entertainment. All right. But I got a kid now. So I can't just take off and go and audition for things. And people kept saying to me, you need to get your master's. You really need to get your master's. But y'all, it took me 8 years to get my undergrad. Why would I go to get my master's? Plus, this is not what I want. I want to be an actress and a comedian and a writer. Why would I go get my master's? Getting my master's means I'm yet further away from my dream. So keep in mind, I'm embarrassed about my GPA. I'm embarrassed it took me 8 years. And I feel like going to get my master's is pushing me further away from my true dream. And so I went and talked to somebody about a master's program. Now keep in mind, I'm embarrassed, okay? And I went and talked to somebody about a program that everyone told me to do. It was like, oh, it's easy, it's quick, and you can do this. So I was like, all right, I'll go talk to the guy. So I talked to him, and I gave him some of my writing samples. Now listen very closely to this part, and I promise we're going somewhere. When I talked to this man, he said to me, your writing style does not match what our program requires. You write for the everyday person. This program requires you to write in a more academic, scholarly way, okay? What I heard was, you're not good enough. That's not what he said, but that's what I heard. A lot of times when we have insecurities and when we have, when we're hurt about something or we're insecure, we hear with hurt ears. I don't know if that makes sense, but we project onto other people what we think they're saying. We're hearing with hurt ears. I wasn't listening. I heard him, and it was from a hurt place. So what I received was, you're not good enough. And why would I not be good enough? I know I'm not good enough. I've seen my GPA. I know it took me 8 years. So for the next few years, I used every excuse in the book not to get my master's. If I get my master's, that means I'll never get a chance to go into acting and comedy. That's further away from my dreams. If I get my master, I can't get it right now. I mean, I'm focused on my daughter. I'm focused on, Daniel. There's so much going on. There's so much going on at work. Now, mind you, getting your master's is free when you work at my school. But I came up with every reason in the book. I've moved up to assistant director. That's a good spot. I'm good there. I just need to pursue my dreams. Okay? That's all I'm going to do. And every semester, I would just not do it because in my mind, I never told anybody, but it was really because I felt like I couldn't do it. And it pushed me further away from my dreams. So I had a good prayer with the Lord. And I said, if this is really something you want me to do, you've got to give me a sign. Because I've been at this crossroads now. I've been working at UTC for, 13 years? So I got to do something. And he gave me my sign, and it was very clear. Try out for school. It's not what you were supposed to say, Lord. Are you sure? Can you check that message again? But I said, okay, whatever. I guess this acting thing is not meant to be. I guess that's not what you want from me. So I decided, even though I didn't meet the admission requirements, I was going to try to get into a program. But if I was going to do this, I'm going to at least do something that I enjoy. So what is it in here that I can do? Because Lord knows the program I tried to talk to at first is not an option. So I looked and realized, fool, get your master's in creative writing. You love to write, so do that. Okay, but they may not accept me. Plus, this is not what I want to do. I want to be auditioning for stuff. But I did it. And that's why I'm so full right now. Today, I have a meeting with an advisor because they accepted me into the to the writing program. So I start school as a graduate student this semester. And a week from today, I'll be standing in front of people performing. I get to hold the mic again and be crazy and do comedy. A lot of times, we limit our dreams because they don't come the way we think they should. I want a big house, but I'm not approved for the big house. I just keep getting approved for these little houses, or I'm not getting a loan. I'm not getting the loan that's big enough for me to get the house I want. But we never stop to think, well, get the little house because you can use it as collateral to get the big house. Getting a degree in creative writing can do nothing more than make my dreams even bigger. Don't limit your dreams because they don't come to you in the way you think they should. Our dreams can be bigger than we think. If we just open ourselves up and quit worrying about things that might have embarrassed you or things that you're insecure about, and just do it. Lord, I need an usher. I need an usher. An usher on pew 2, please. Hold on. So, I'm just sitting in my car. Whew. Sorry, y'all. And I just got excited. I don't know what's about to happen. I don't know what's next. I don't know. You know, do I get the degree and then run off and do everything, or just let it happen? All I know is I'm starting a program that I didn't think I was good enough to get in. And I'm still doing what I love. So, never again will I limit my own dreams by letting myself get in the way. So don't you do it. And never again will I allow my insecurities to prevent me from doing what I know my purpose is. Don't rely on hurt ears. We all have hurt ears. But recognize them when they happen and say, you know what? Maybe I was hearing with hurt ears instead of listening. That's right. Dee said, Holy Spirit. That's right. I don't know where all that came from today, but I just wanted to share that with you. I don't know why I said it or why I feel like somebody else is going through the exact same thing. So get ready, because I'm sure there's going to be some never again videos coming up out of this good grad school program. But don't give up on your dreams. And just because they don't come the way you think they should come, doesn't mean they're not coming. This may be a stepping stone for an even bigger dream. This may put me writing for a sitcom. I don't know. But I'm just happy. I'm happy that it's happening. So don't give up on your dreams, okay? And get ready for some more never again videos. It's just now they're going to probably be a little studious. And do me a favor. Have a wonderful and fabulous weekend. And make sure you get your shine on. Stop holding in that negative energy. This is what happens to you. You put your dreams off. You put stuff off because you're holding on to negative energy. Just shine. Okay, now I got to fix my face before I go in here and get it together. I love you guys. Have a great and fabulous day. Get your shine on.